They play a lot of codename Bears.
Right.
They're I don't know their set count, but they've definitely played a lot more than just 2 or 3 times. They played very much. They both know kind of how each other plays. So I'm expecting a good set here.
Well, that's absolutely going to be pretty. They're going to have to start to pull from that knowledge a little bit, especially in a spot like this, because, man, Yoda Cage is just, like, he's poking at exactly where Meta Knight doesn't want you to be, which is, oh, man, you're not in dash attack range, so a lot of my mix-ups are kind of false. And
my God!
Man, the DI was so on point, but if you're Yoda Cage, you really wanted that to close out. You want to ride this momentum before Bonk can get anything started, like now.
Because you're still low percent. You have the ability to get carried off stage by these aerials.
33 though, and you do have to account for rage a little bit, but whether that ends up helping or hurting Bonk has remained to be seen.
Forward throw.
Nice, open for that. That dimensional cape is such a good option for getting back to stage, and it
forward throw of his own.
Oh yeah, it helped prolong Bonk's life till 150, but he immediately retaliates.
Straight up the top with the invincibility from the Halo platform and up being up top. All right.
Oh, the spin out in order to account for the parry. That's good stuff on Yoda Cage, but oh my God.
This is huge, he said. That was a really big ladder.
Alas, Fair York, I knew him well. Get him attack? Now he's trying to be a little bit extra greedy, but
I love when Bonk does that. He gets the trip, and then he expects to roll out of the mix-up, and he goes over the platform with it. He can get a lot of stuff off that, but he wasn't able to convert off that.
No, he's just kind of, he's playing to anticipate what Yoda Cage is going to do. Like, at specific ranges, he realizes that, oh, you're gonna use side B here. You're gonna use side B to recover, and I'm not gonna let you do that as long as I'm around, as long as I'm ready to punish it.
Yep.
The tornado was a good idea, but good delay on Yoda Cage's part to at least give him another chance at this game.
Jab again. All right. He was aware of Yoda Cage wanting to press that A button right as he was coming down, so good awareness from Bonk. DK missing.
God, you can't stagger so easily against a character that has a really good out of shield, and that shuttle loop, while it may not kill from ground level, it is certainly something to respect.
Yeah, especially when up B is one of Meta Knight's best moves. Like, you can't really do that against him. He's DK'd in place now. And stuff like that, like, it's funny to us here, but these players play each other so much that you have to think of like the player matchup now. It's not just the character matchup anymore. Like, he's trying to get in Yoda Cage's head, essentially.
Yeah, on top of just Dimensional Cape can go anywhere that Meta Knight can.
Yeah.
So you have to prime yourself and react. And I mean, good stuff for Yoda Cage for picking an option with armor. That certainly helps. But he's clawing his way back into this game, and whether it be Bonk find, whether it be spots like this where both players are too scared to make a move, or just like Bonk maybe playing with his food a little bit. Either way, both players have to close this out. He air dodged.
He SD'd. Damn. I heard somebody. I
heard the sheesh.
I think I heard Joel say he said he actually lost that game. Yeah, that was not Bonk's game to lose. But you could tell, and there was fear there. I mean, when they both ran up and shielded next to each other, there was fear. Like, they both really were afraid of dying. I mean, Yoda Cage because he was at a high percent, but Bonk knowing that could happen there. Something like that could happen, especially against Morin. So this is a good set so far.
Yeah, a really, really incredible game one from both sides. But first of all, banger song. Second of all, Bonk may have had his combos on point, but Yoda Cage really suffocated him in just raw neutral play. Like, he took his individual hits where they came, and he didn't try to give Bonk too much.
Yep.
And that's, I mean, we're starting to see that going a little bit in this game too.
Drag down fair.
Up smash scoops from so far.
Yeah, running jab.
So much to avoid.
Yeah, exactly. He's going through a whole maze just to get back to the ledge.
Oh, but is it even?
Nah, he messed up the ladder. That was good DI on Yoda Cage's part.
And recognition to just finish it with a tornado instead, but not finding that kill only means that it's going to get a whole lot worse if you let it. Yeah, that's not safe, waiting out the landing hitbox.
Oh, he went back to the ledge he came from. Down throw.
Just barely. Yoda Kid didn't do anything, but he just missed it.
I hate when you get in that situation where you can't roll through it, but you can't also drop shield. Like, what do you do?
You're in a troublesome spot to be sure, and I mean, it only keeps getting worse for Bonk. Like,
Yeah,
this is kind of what we saw at the end of game 1, where, like, hey, I can poke you for all this damage, get you to 140, but how do I close it out? Finally finding an up out of shield, but 117, definitely Yoda Cage taking that trade.
Yeah. The thing about Meta Knight is he is a sword character, but it's like a butter knife to like a normal knife. The sword really isn't, you know, that prominent, so he doesn't have a lot of kill. When he has the kill power, it's in moves where they're extremely committal or he's getting a ladder. It's hard to kill, to say the least.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Yoda Cage has not been having a problem at all, whether it be forward throws or finding things like sweet spot back airs. Like, he's been kind of running the show on this stage.
Yep. Uh-oh. Good reset. He might be dead. Yep, off the top. Even.
If there's a way to get back into it, it's with something like that.
Yep.
You're much deadlier at 0 than you are at 140.
Yeah.
Alright, poking through.
With the Mecha Koopa.
Uh-oh.
Again. Reminiscent of last stock. Dead.
God, I love the little adjustment. He realized he's on last stock.
Yep.
He realized that he's DIing out. It's like, I don't need to worry about survival here. I just need to worry about finishing this game.
Exactly.
And he did.
Yep. Wow.
Please, Mask.
When Meta Knight gets that reset, it's kind of like, you're kind of confirmed that it's when you allow him to, because normally in a situation like that, he's never going to ladder you in one fell swoop unless it's like one of the up air, down air ladders across.
Right.
When he gets that reset, it's kind of like he's confirming your death essentially, because he has those jumps again, and we saw it twice there. Both of them leading into successful ladders. That's what he was looking for.
Yeah, a game that looked so good in prolonged interaction for Yoda Cage just turned immediately on its head by 2 starters. 2 dash attacks. Wow. Also, banger alert. Up tilts are a new one. A new one to Bonk's development in this game 3.
Meta Knight up tilt is awkward, to say the least.
Yeah, not sure what it leads to, but if it sends you up, then it probably leads to something like this.
Oh, that almost killed. That was so super early, especially for a ladder, in my opinion. Too low. So it killed it. He laddered.
Yeah, it closed it out with the edge guard regardless. So hey, it's an extended ladder.
There you go.
Oh,
and all right, Yoda Cage gimped him with that one. I love Smash.
Shake my hand. You got outplayed.
And a set that's so hyped and such like a high caliber of skill, just for that to happen, I love Smash.
Smash Brothers Ultimate. Sometimes it'd be like that.
Yep.
And I can see why you wanted to go here, though. These platforms are pretty huge in terms of allowing Morten just to get back to stage without wanting to go too deep forward. You're not trying to hold in on Meta Knight by any means, so giving yourself that extra buffer will help. Oh, Yoda Cage poking.
Yoda, when he kind of gets like in his corner here, and especially in that situation where Bonk expects him to interact, so he's already jumping and like preemptively waiting for him to come back in.
Right.
Yoda Cage just ran up to the corner, and Bonk has to completely reset, and he just keeps getting hit. So Yoda Cage is doing a good job at changing up the tempo in this game.
Yeah, just a little bit of extra difference to some of his individual timings and macro timings, like just being willing to fully disengage, shoot out the cannonball a whole lot more. Like that's been huge as he powers right through the Mach Tornado.
And when Meta Knight commits to those multiple jumps, one, he's very floaty in my opinion, and two, his like aerial speed side to side is extremely slow. In my opinion, when he starts to double jump like that, he's committing to something already.
Yeah, him and a lot of the Kirby characters, like Kirby, are reliant on their full run speed to get places because in the air, like they're really not going anywhere.
Exactly. Oh,
but you close it out, yeah.
The frame trap essentially there.
Frame trap with itself.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know if that was avoidable by Bonk, maybe with another directional air dodge to the left or something. I think that was where the 50-50 was, but it was a frame trap nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, it closed out the game, and you're feeling fine going into this game 5, but it's...
All right, changing to another song here. Bonk really likes these songs, it seems.
It is game 5, right? I'm not crazy.
I don't think it is.
Is it game 4? 3, 2, 1. Bonk, Yoda Cage.
We'll see what happens.
Bonk, Yoda Cage. I thought it. Okay. We'll see.
How do I forget? We've been watching.
You're
the one who brought it up, so I don't blame you. But I've been watching the whole time. I don't even know.
I swore it was game 5 because we played 2 on Small Battlefield. We now played 2 here, and game 1 was on PS2.
You're right.
We'll see.
It doesn't matter. Either way, this is the last game.
Yeah, the players will tell us.
Whatever. Okay.
The players will let us know at the end.
Exactly.
But so, even if this isn't, it's set game for Bonk. So he's got to really put something together here.
Yep.
And he has been throughout these games. But on a stage like Northern Cave, where it has so much center area, it means that there's a whole lot less room for Meta Knight to close out these combos.
Yeah. But those platforms are also okay for resetting for ladders, though. So I wouldn't say this stage is really, that bad. But
it's not, no. It gives him a lot of more room to run, but you have to be a little bit more specific on where you get your starter instead of like Small Battlefield, where they're just so accessible.
Correct.
Still, closing out the stock 1. Sometimes you can just play neutral to death, and hey, that's what he do. Yikes.
It sucks to get hit by that, especially like that. The dash attack up smash.
That's like day 1 combos.
Quick 13.
Hey, why not? You're not trying to keep the percent too high, which is why we see Bonk start to cut off some of his combos a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you don't need max damage. You're just trying to keep them in combo range.
That's a good upbeat from Yoda Cage. It really takes a lot for Bowser Jr. to avoid that tornado with such a weak recovery like his.
Tempered away by the cannonball. How do you get past the Mecha Koopa? Oh, Dimensional Cape will do. That'll do. He's pink. He kind of looks like a pig.
An amazing game so far. Both completely even on that second stock.
Yeah, no. It really looks like Yoda's not really afraid of how the ladders will go anymore. They're just seeing how each other goes. They're feeling each other out.
Second time Bonk has run straight directly into the meat grinder.
The air dodge. I thought there would be some sort of runoff button, but it looks like Bonk was trying to perhaps bait out that air dodge, yet not fully willing to punish, and the reversal.
Oh my God. Exactly what I was saying before. Like, he committed to, looking for that edge guard there, but Yoda Cage was ready essentially. Bonk teched and everything. He did everything right, except for he just got a little bit over aggressive. Back air.
And it will close it.
Yeah. Meta Knight back air is actually it's pretty strong.
Yeah, Bowser Jr. a little bit heavy, and thanks to the cart minimizing damage, but
almost.
But still 34 and no full combo from Yoda Cage in response. So this game is still mighty even.
That was an amazing down throw from Bonk. Perfect timing for the Mecha Koopa as well. So good on his part.
Oh my God, they're separated by 0.7. This is really solid combo, but still surviving and read the Dimensional Cape.
All right, that's 3. I'm gonna ask him actually. I'm gonna ask if that was game 4 or game 5.
It looks like Bonk's cleaning up.
No, yeah, but Yoda Cage had won 3 no matter what. That was written on it was 2-1.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually want to know.